Welcome to this new episode, and today I am in the company of Mary. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Luca.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
So, hello everybody. I'm Mary. As Luca said, I'm a wellness coach living here in Koh Phangan, and I've developed a one-of-a-kind online program, including physical exercises and meditation to help people overcoming their anxiety and reaching more fulfillment in their daily life. Because this program is based on my personal experience when I was trying to overcome burnout in my previous job.
It's so common, you know. I share a bit of a similar story. I also experienced something like that. Can you tell us a little bit more? So you were working in the corporate sector, is that right?
Yeah, I was working as an engineer. I was thinking that was the way to make me happy. But very quickly I've discovered that I was unfulfilled, frustrated, and experiencing burnout. So gym was my remedy. I've changed job maybe 3 to 4 times in 3 years, and I was never feeling at the right place, never. So that was very difficult for me to think about my future because it was bringing me a lot of anxiety. I was wondering, is it what life is supposed to look like? So that was,
Just
my question.
work, spend, eat, repeat.
Exactly.
Yes,
yeah.
I know what you mean. I mean, I also, was in London for almost 15 years, working in the corporate sector. And my burnout manifested as a panic attack I had in the office, very embarrassing, in front of everybody. And then I left the office and I fell on the London Underground, and they picked me up and they put me in a medical room in King's Cross, really scary. And they did, some testing, and they said, it's okay, because I had all the symptoms of a heart attack, actually. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And your burnout was more like a generalized anxiety or depression or fatigue. How can you describe it a little bit more?
You've described it. So it was anxiety and always living in the future, and also, a lot of emotional imbalance, crying a lot, having a breakdown at the office in front of a lot of people, especially in a very masculine world. That was difficult for a young woman like me to show emotions. So that was very difficult to live daily.
Yes.
And gym was my remedy to express myself through body movements and just reach my emotional balance.
Sure, like physical activity is amazing, isn't it? You got a double great effects of being able to let go of stress, as well as getting a boost of endorphins that make you feel good afterwards, right? And also, I think many people back home are very much in their mind all the time, and a great practice is to try to move your energy from the busy mind into the body. So anything that is movement that involves using the body is useful to do that, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. I have the feeling that we are in a society who push us to be in the mind constantly. So going back to the body through yoga, fitness, or meditation is a great way to reconnect with yourself, know yourself better, being in the moment, and find more fulfillment in your life.
Sounds great. I think lots of people will resonate with what you're saying, and many people are in the same situation right now, or they've been in the past. There is a considerable minority of people that are really looking to maybe change the way they live life, their profession, and Koh Phangan is a great place to come for that, isn't it? Because why did you come to Koh Phangan? To train in yoga, is that right?
Well, more or less. The thing is, I've lost my job, my engineering job. That was a wonderful news for me because I think otherwise I would have never had the courage to do it. So I've lost my job half a year ago. I've also lost the boyfriend I was with. So I had the feeling to lose everything I was identifying myself to. And that was quite a strange period of time for me. But I was a lot into personal development, and I knew I could turn the situation into something positive. So I've started traveling, and then I land here in Koh Phangan after visiting a little bit of Southeast Asia by myself. And I've just been amazed by this place, by the people, by the knowledge of the people here there is a lot of expert in well-being, meditation, yoga, and I've also arrived to Wonderland, which is a very nice place to do yoga at TTC, teacher training course. And yeah, all the disciplines I've learned here, this is what I've tried to recreate and shape to my own experience into my program.
It sounds great, and I hope that people might be inspired by your journey in life, having a quite a high status job as an engineer in France, not really feeling good in that kind of role in life, having the courage of stepping out and going to find some space, traveling, and then ending up in the beautiful island of Koh Phangan, training here. And now I think you have a long-term plan of either living in Koh Phangan or coming back to Koh Phangan regularly. Is that right?
Yeah, I really think here it's a place I resonate with. And well, sadly, the world situation doesn't allow me to do that, but I would like to do some wellness retreats here.
Yeah.
So for the moment, I'm doing it online, but some retreats so people can reconnect with themselves and have the tools to help them finding more peace and more fulfillment, more direction in their life.
Sounds wonderful. So tell us a little bit more details about your online retreat offering.
So my online retreat offering combines the 4 aspects of the self. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's about the fact that the self is composed of the physical layers, the emotional, the spiritual, and the mental one. And my programs target those 4 layers because I really think that it's about working on this whole concept that you can be balanced. So through the meditation, I help people learning how to create space for letting things to arise and just to look at their thoughts and to observe. Through yoga, I'm trying to help people accepting themselves, accepting their body, accepting their emotions, accepting who and where they are. And through the fitness, I'm helping people to push their comfort zone because I really think that pushing yourself through fitness and the movement is a great way to help you overcome your fears in life in general. And the last one is personal development. So in my program, I give some lectures about emotional management or just how to allow yourself to dream and how to nourish your vision.
Oh, I like that. I mean, I like all of it, but the last bit is really, really good. Yeah, indeed. And how long is your program online?
It's a 21-day online retreat, so 3 weeks.
And how many hours per day people are involved?
Honestly, it depends. So the video in itself is 15 minutes. The idea is not to put too much constraint on people's life, but just to give them the first step to take the habit of taking time for themselves and to make themselves a priority. But also, they have some written exercises that can take some hours if you do it properly. For example, the one about defining your values, for me, it took me maybe 2 days to have my list of values, and it's something very important to do.
Sure.
And also, you have some content to read. I'm writing some articles about the link between the body and the mind, or the culture of yoga.
Yeah, I think it's very good that you're doing this, We really want to support people in Koh Phangan to chart their path within the wellness, into a wellness journey and going back to the world and inspiring people to be better at taking care of themselves, having a meditation practice, a yoga practice, doing some physical exercise, and also thinking about the bigger picture sometimes and themselves within the world, I really love philosophy myself and psychology. And actually the value system is so important, isn't it? And very often people say, I really value this, really value that, and we value many things, but then also I notice that people say, I really value something, but then they act like they value something else before. So the priority of values is very much shown by the way you lead your life and your lifestyle. So if you say that you value wellness or you value family a lot, but then you work 12 hours a day, you don't exercise and you rarely see your family. I mean, it's good to say what you really value, rationally and consciously, but then I think if you take a look at your lifestyle, maybe that's also a way to identify what you really value because, your lifestyle is the manifestation of you in your current form, and it involves your value system as well, doesn't it?
I can't agree more with what you've said. Exactly,
Lovely.
yeah.
Yes, very nice. So tell us a little bit more. I mean, of course, there are different types of online courses and things that people can do. Why people should, just sign up with you? Of course, if they connect with you online, or if they know you very well. And I think your story is very inspiring to start with.
Thank you.
Yes.
So what I've really tried to do in this online program is really coming from my personal experience. And what I've experienced here in Koh Phangan is a community feeling, the support of the community, the people, and I think it's very important when you're starting your personal journey, starting or not, and you need a little bit of guidance and support. So through my online program, I've really tried to develop this support group network so people can uplift each other, because I think it's very great to be uplifted by someone when you need it, and it's also very fulfilling to uplift the others. So this is what I've tried to do, despite the online aspect of the thing, try to really connect people together and showing them that they're not alone in their unfulfillment. This is why also I've called my program Connection.
Ah, so that's the name of the program.
That's the name of the
That's
program.
lovely. And how can people find it? What's your website?
I will share it in the comments.
In the description,
In the description. But the name of my concept is Emotion Coaching. And if you go on the website, you will see a program where all the informations are here. And also you will see that the program is shaped in 3 different chapters. For the moment, I've only released the two first chapters. The first one is the first step, to go back to yourself, because it can be very challenging for some people to meditate. It's so noisy upstairs that can be very scary. So the first one is really learning the basics of yoga, learning how to meditate. It's an introduction, but it's also great to go back to yourself. The second one is more about building your self-esteem and knowing yourself more, and developing a vision, starting to have an idea of the direction you want to go. And the third chapter that I'm working on will be about nourishing this vision and try to make the list of the actions you should take to go towards this vision.
That's lovely. So when do you think it's going to be fully launched and ready?
I think in 3 months. It's already, the chapter 1 and 2 are already ongoing, and there is it's a kind of journey. It's a story about you and yourself. So you have to enter with the chapter 1, then you reach chapter 2, and then the chapter 3.
And that's what is great, about a place like Koh Phangan, because we have tens or even hundreds of different therapies and modalities available on the island. And you can do different kind of training courses to qualify as an alternative therapist or a holistic practitioner. And then here you also find space to either practice directly with people. There's so many yoga spaces and etc. You can easily set up a workshop and do it by donation, and you're gonna have a bunch of people coming to your workshop immediately. That's why many people choose Koh Phangan as a place to start off on their wellness journey, to become teachers here, to try out their skills, and to develop pretty quickly in this very supportive and very inspiring environment. Do you agree, yes?
I agree. And I think also, talking about the values, one of the common values of the people here is their willingness to learn and grow. And that's so inspiring.
Sure. And also the diversity of teachers here. You have famous people like Wim Hof, for instance, or other people coming on a retreat here, and then you have people that qualified and literally they're doing by donation yoga on the beach. And you got anything and everything in between, right? So it's a very exciting place to be if holistic therapies and inspiring people into a better life is what you want to do. But that's great, Mary. Thank you very much for this little chat. Yes, best of luck with your online program.
Thank you.
And it's going to be indeed in the description.
Wonderful. Thank you for inviting me.